You know, in the grand theater of our existence, there's a silent war being waged all the time. Not on some distant battlefield, but right here, in every single moment and with every single choice we make. It's that timeless struggle between creation and dissolution, between cosmic order and our own chaotic impulses. I mean, have you ever felt that pull inside yourself? There's a part of you that wants to build things, to connect with people, to create harmony, and then there's this other part, right? The one that feels the pull of ego, of friction, of just wanting to disrupt things. Well, that isn't just some random fleeting feeling. It's actually the echo of an ancient cosmic drama playing out right inside of you. And here's the thing. Ancient scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita and the Ramayana, they saw this inner conflict not as just random noise, but as a grand play, a performance with really clearly defined forces. And the stage? Well, the stage is the human heart. And understanding your role in this drama, that's the absolute key to mastering your own inner world. All right, so let's meet the players in this cosmic drama. Let's talk about these fundamental forces of creation and chaos. So, on one side, we've got the Devas. Now, don't just think of them as figures up in the sky. It's better to think of them as divine qualities, the actual energies of construction. They represent the very principles that allow a forest to grow or a community to thrive, that universal impulse towards harmony, truth, and order. And on the other side of that coin, you have the Asuras. These represent the demonic properties. They're the forces of entropy, really. They're driven by ego, by arrogance, and the desire for personal gain above everything else. They are the agents of chaos, always seeking to unravel that cosmic tapestry just for their own benefit. And this is where the Bhagavad Gita makes it all incredibly real. See, this isn't about some distant angels and demons. It's about qualities we all recognize, right? Just look at the divine, or Deva column. Nonviolence, truthfulness, compassion. These are literally the building blocks of a stable, harmonious world. Now look at the demoniac, or Asura nature. Hypocrisy, arrogance, pride, anger. These are the qualities that tear things apart, both inside of us and in the world all around us. So where does this epic battle actually take place? It's not in some far-off galaxy. It's happening within the human heart. We, humanity, we are the battlefield. Let's take a look at a character like Ravana from the Ramcharitmanas. His ego was so massive, his pride so blinding, that when he prayed for invincibility, he completely dismissed the power of anything he saw as, humble or weak. His prayer was to be invulnerable to gods and mighty demons, but he saw absolutely no threat from monkeys and men. Can you believe that? His own arrogance created the very loophole that would become his downfall. And then, in total contrast, you have Rama and Sita. They aren't described by their invincibility or their raw power. No, they're described by their innate quality. They are the perfection of beauty and the perfection of virtue. See, Rama isn't just some powerful king. He is the embodiment of divine order, of righteousness itself. He's the Deva nature walking the earth. So, here's the crucial point. The whole story of Rama and Ravana is a huge metaphor for the struggle that goes on inside each of us. Ravana represents that Asuric path of ego and chaos. Rama represents the Deva path of virtue and harmony. And it's our choices, from one moment to the next, guided by one set of these qualities or the other, that literally have the power to tip the scales of cosmic balance. Okay, so how do we choose correctly? How do we align ourselves with that creative, harmonious force? Well, the scriptures give us a guide, a universal principle for navigating this whole conflict, and it's called Dharma. Dharma is such a profound concept. We often translate it as duty, but it's so much more than that. It is the universal law of right action, of harmony, of balance. It's the underlying principle that sustains the entire cosmos. It's like the very fabric of reality that holds everything together. And the Bhagavad Gita, it doesn't just define Dharma, it gives us a path for living it. First, perform your innate duty, your unique role in the world, and do it with excellence and care. Second, and this one is so critical, act without being attached to the outcome. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not for any reward you think you're going to get. And third, know that by doing this, you are helping to maintain the world order. You become a conscious contributor to cosmic balance. And this is what brings this entire cosmic drama right down to your daily life. It brings it right to the role that you play in creation. You see, the scriptures explain that every single action we take is infused with one of three essential qualities, or gunas.
Actions that are sattvika align with order and the devas. They're pure, harmonious, and they promote well-being. So think of preparing a healthy meal for your family just out of love. Then there are actions that are rajasika. These are driven by passion and desire. They're done for a result. That's like posting a picture of that meal online just to get praise and likes. And finally, actions that are tamasika align with chaos and the asuras. They're born from ignorance and inertia. That would be ordering greasy fast food out of pure laziness, even though you know it's unhealthy. Every choice we make vibrates with one of these energies.
The ultimate goal of this path, though, is to transcend the constant push and pull of action through wisdom. And the Gita offers this beautiful metaphor. For, as the blazing fire turns the fuel to ashes, Arjuna, even so the fire of knowledge turns all actions to ashes. What this means is that with true understanding, our actions get purified. They don't bind us anymore or create chaotic ripples. Instead, they become clear, conscious offerings to the cosmic order. So you see, while its roots are cosmic, this battle is not being fought out there in the stars. It's not just some ancient story carved in stone. It is the choice you make in this moment and in the next. The choice between compassion and arrogance, between selfless duty and selfish desire, between creation and destruction. The great question isn't whether the battle is being fought, because it is. The real question is, what worlds will you choose to create?